And YouTube always tweaking with the site, but they never. It's funny because they never say that they fixed a bug or this issue. It says it says the same shit every time you update it. It's like check this for features, it's talking about features and all that shit. But they do fuck with it because they little things. Sometimes they change the littlest things, like they change how the comment section is done. They may add new features to the comment section, things like that. And that can happen without you doing the update. I forgot to share the stream too. Shit, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it right now. So it's gonna be paused while I'm sharing it though. Before nobody comes in. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to share it. I'm trying to copy it. Cause I'm gonna try one more time. One more fucking time right now. Oh, copy link. There we go. There it is. So I'm gonna share my stream. That'll be 1 second, of course. Hope nobody comes in while I'm gone. Oh. All right, there we it. All right, there we it. There we go. Fucking shared it. Might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? So at least that's the least I can do. You know. Yeah, I got like four like topics to cover this time. I mean, I usually put like 8 or 9 of motherfuckers, but I find something else to talk about if I still got time. Like a lot of time left. I usually try to do this for at least an hour, and so let's get on with this. It's been a while since I did a chill stream. Oh, let me see small. Let me see smaller yet expensive portions. Now this shit has been a thing for a long time. I mean, I always puzzled me. I used to go into grocery stores and I just noticed this shit. And I'm like, why is this bags of chips smaller than they were before? And then they want more money on top of it. Why are they doing this? And it's not just the convenience stores or the supermarkets. It's also the restaurants. The tray where they put your food in, it gets smaller. You know what I'm saying? But they want more of your money. I mean, even fucking not the Whopper, the Big Mac at McDonald's got so goddamn small that I stopped going some years back. I ain't been to McDonald's since. That really pissed me off. I got me a value meal. I remember that I got a Big Mac meal. And it looked like a double cheeseburger. I was like, wow, look how small these motherfuckers got, you know? So I stopped going. I mean, I may enter McDonald's again. I'm not saying never, I would never go back, but I haven't been back in years since that incident. So, I mean, I love their fries. Though their fries are still good, at least at the time they were. I mean, that's another thing. And speaking of which, you know, you got the taste of the food becomes less tasty than it once was. I mean, like for example, I used to I grew up eating Chef Boyardee raviolis. I mean, as a kid, I used to love it. My mom used to buy the cans and shit like that. I used to love it, you know. Now they taste better. They taste so bad. Even if you season it, it does. It's some good, but not enough. I mean, it's better if you do use seasoning than not, though. But it just tastes. It just doesn't taste good. I don't get it. It's like that's not just Chef Boyardee ravioli. It's the Ventnor's Flaming Hots. They're not hot anymore. The hot pickles that I grew up eating, they're not hot anymore. I stopped eating those. I don't eat hot pickles no more. These from Van Holten's. I'm not fucking with them anymore. They used to be so goddamn hot. You swear you're eating a fucking hot pepper instead of a pickle. I did a stream where I ate a hot pickle back when it was still hot, and I also made a clip of it too. And I'm glad I did because that was before I realized hot pickle. I mean, holy shit, man. So it's just a lot, man. It's just food don't taste the same no more and all that shit. You got these smaller portions, they get smaller, smaller, and smaller, and then they want more of your money. It's like, what is the goal? Why are they doing this? You know, do they want you to buy more so they get more money out of one person? Why are they doing this? You know, just it's crazy. It makes no sense. You getting cheated out of your money. It's like I tell people I don't care if I spend X amount of money for this. I want enough of it in return. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get enough. So it's just fucked up all around. So let me see. That's pretty much it. I mean about that. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. First I was tripping when I thought I was tripping rather when I thought that when I started noticing the portions getting smaller in the grocery stores, the containers getting smaller. But I wasn't. You know, they just continue to get smaller and smaller and smaller. You know. So that's pretty much it. With that one. So let's go to the next one. Terrorist leaders, or etc., saying what they're going to do is stupid. Yeah, I always thought this has been something I want to talk about for a long time. It's like if I was a terrorist, if I plan on fucking blowing up something or doing something against another country, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know it until after it happens. It's like it's supposed to be a surprise, right? So why tell? Why threaten or tell your enemies what you're gonna do? That always made no sense. It's like unless you're not gonna do it, you're just trying to scare them, which is dumb too. It's like what is that gonna accomplish? You know, like then you have that. It's just I already know what to say about it. I was trying to figure out something else to say about it. It's just nuts because I remember thinking about this some years ago when Trump was first in office, and there was like a terrorist threat from some foreign country to the U.S. and shit. It never happened, but my thing is, why even fucking say it? It's just fucking do it. You know, I think I mentioned in that video too. Just do it. Don't tell it. Don't announce that you're gonna do it. It's fucking stupid. I never understood that. Because therefore, if they believe you, even if they do believe you that you're gonna actually strike them, they're gonna make precautions to prevent you from doing it because you told them you was gonna do it. But even if it's like a plan, like you're not gonna tell them the date that you're gonna do it. You just say, I'm going to blow up your country or whatever the fuck, you know, like do a terrorist activity in your country. It's like you don't tell them, man. You gotta catch your enemy off guard. That's fucking crazy. Okay, the next one is media pushing woke agenda. You know, you would think that they care about minorities, right? Where they put all this woke shit in these movies, video games, right? They push, they race swap, making white characters black. It's never the opposite. And making male characters female or putting more blacks and gays in the media and television shows, video games. There's so many of them, they ain't even special anymore. There's so many black characters, they're not special anymore, which sucks. Cause like I said, it may be less. I was thinking like it may be less blacks and gays in media these years ago, but that's what makes them special. I mean, that's what makes them fucking special because there's so few of them. So, I mean, it just boggles my mind. It's like you, it's like what are you trying to accomplish here? You don't really care about us. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove they don't really care about minorities or women for that matter. They don't really care. It's all about money. It's all about pushing an agenda. It's all about ruining entertainment, to be honest. So I'm gonna prove that. like for example, we have Finn from Star Wars. You know, Episode One, Finn, the Black Stormtrooper. You would think, oh, a black stormtrooper. They do care about blacks. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he has a role in the film. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know. But check this out. Why the fuck was he missing on the poster in China? I think it was a Chinese poster. Why was this? Why was he disappeared from there? Why we couldn't find him? What is up with that? And why didn't Disney speak against it or say look, we're not for to advertise. We're not for to allow you to show this movie in your country unless you put Finn's profile back on your poster. They ain't said nothing. They just bowed down. You know what I'm saying? And they just, okay, well, at least we're making money. Is what it's all about, money. At least we're making money. Yeah, he's off the poster, but at least he's in the film. What the fuck, man? It's just stupid. They don't care. They don't fucking care. I mean, I'm gonna further prove it. Black Panther, for example, okay? Now, that is a step in the right direction, isn't it? You got black superhero. Woo! The best thing about Black Panther is that he's original. And he's not some from a white superhero that became black and shit. Or he's not some sidekick of a white superhero, Ironheart. That happens to be black, taking over and shit like that, or the Falcon and all that shit from Captain America. Even my dad pretty much told me these movies are fucking garbage now. And he's pro-black as they come. He said these movies are garbage now. He says, you always got somebody taking over. Just leave it alone. You know, it's like, yeah, you got pro-black people pissed about this shit now. They tired of race swaps. They're tired of all these black characters taking over the white roles. They sick of it. These are pro-black people. So it's like you ain't doing them no favors, Meter. You pissing off the people that you're trying to cater to, and the other half ain't even watching the shit or playing those games. You know, so it's like Media's all fucked up with this shit. So yeah, they got Black Panther, right? They got his whole face covered up. I don't know fucking know why. I don't think it's. Oh yeah, when he's in this. Wait. Is he ever? I ain't seen Black Panther, so is his face ever fully covered? Maybe, but they got his face covered up on the poster of a foreign advertisement. I'm like, why? Why not show his black face? You know what I'm saying? Like in the Black Panther suit. Why you gotta fucking cover it up? I think that's kind of reaching, though, to be honest, because it probably just was like, you know, he looks cooler when he has a mask on. You know what I'm saying? Not because he's black and shit. But yeah, I mean, I get it, but people get like, oh shit, why the fuck they do that? But yeah, it's just weird. It just goes back to what I'm talking about with Finn and Star Wars. They got him off the poster. He's nowhere to be found. Like he's not even in the fucking film. So we got the two women at the end of, I think it's Star Wars Episode 8, I think it was, or 9. I don't follow that shit. It's fucking garbage. At the end of the film, right, in the Disney Star Wars, they got these two women kissing, okay? Now, they say they want to be progressive, but they fucking allowed the shit to be cut out in a foreign country. I think it was in Arabia or some shit, you know what I'm saying? They cut the whole thing out. They omitted the whole scene of these two women kissing. It wasn't even fucking that long. It was like seconds long. I'm like, wow. So much for the Americans, you know, being for minorities. You allow that shit to happen in foreign countries. They should have spoke against that. Since they supposedly care about the LGBTQ, right? They supposed to care. It's crazy, man. Why was that omitted? Why they allowed it? Why they didn't speak up against that? You know what I'm saying? They ain't said nothing. They didn't say like, oh, well, we understand that the scene was cut out in some versions and in foreign countries, and we had nothing to do with that. You know, it's pretty sad that happened. Nothing. They didn't say nothing. I mean, these motherfuckers that claim to care, right? That's behind this agenda shit. They don't even speak or advocate for women being mistreated in foreign countries. They don't have no campaign, no ads, commercials saying it's wrong. Women should be treated fairly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got women in foreign countries getting raped by gangs of men doing the train on them. And they ain't saying nothing. But they claim they care about women and LGBTQ and minorities and shit like that. But they ain't showing it with their actions. All they do is fucking up entertainment with it. You know, it's crazy. I mean, you know, this pisses me off though. When I hear about certain games banned in foreign countries because of violence and shit that I can play in America, right? They ban the games in those countries, you know, because it's too violent and all that shit, or some dumbass reason. Like Mortal Kombat 1 was banned, I think in Germany or some shit because some bullshit. But anyways, they don't speak against it. They don't speak out against it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even show that they care. Because they don't. They don't care. You know, let's be honest. So that's why they don't say anything about it. All they care about is this. You know what I'm saying? But somehow ESG has gotten a hold on them. These fuckers. Oh, we give you all this money unless you change the race and lose the curves of the women and make them more like men and shit. And, you know, they accept it. They accept that money must be pretty fucking tempting because we got Daniel Vavra, who was behind the first Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, right? We got his ass. You know, he's standing against the crave. He's a superhero. He's standing against the corruption in media with the forced LGBT shit, with the women looking like men and shit. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Vavra was supposed to be his fucking hero. He was with the first Kingdom Come. Even though he fucking lied and said the reason why there are no gays in the first game is because we didn't have room for them. We didn't have enough room. Bullshit. They really think we stupid. But anyways, he comes out with the second game claiming he's not woke. He's not with the shit. Bullshit. Because by the time he wrote that, he was in bed with this group called Embracer Group. These motherfuckers push that DEI woke shit in video games. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't care about it, it doesn't change the fact that this happening. And they're trying to ruin video games. And no, they do not care about games either. They're not even gamers, man. We had one motherfucker said he wants to ruin video games. He pretty much said it. With his effeminate ass. But anyway, I'm gonna ruin video games. It's like, what the fuck? It's insane. It's fucking insane. It's like they don't give a shit about you. That's the point I'm saying. They don't care about blacks. They don't care about gays. They don't care about women. They don't care. They're just bitter because they're cat ladies, because they're not pretty. They look like men, or they're fucking trans women that wish they can look like, that can pass for women, but they can't. So they take their frustrations out on video games and the media. They put all this bullshit in it to piss you off. But in reality, at the end of the day, the ones who gets the most pissed off is them. Because what happens when that shit doesn't sell? What happens when the viewers are low for that TV show? What happens? What happens? They get mad and blame us. Oh, it's your fault. You didn't watch it, but you told us that if we don't like it, we should watch it. So we don't watch it. And yet it's our fault when it fails. We can't win. It's like, why would you want us to watch it when you fucking it up? It's like I said before, the people they trying to please or to cater to either A, don't watch the show, or they won't play the game, or B, they're the ones who do play the game or watch the TV shows, they are now voicing their frustrations with the shit because they tired of seeing it. And then you got the Shield community. They claim to be fans, but they're not. You know, they get their free copy of the game and they go online. Oh, this is a great game. Yeah. Oh, God. I think Shield channels should be fucking terminated off YouTube. They're so fucking phony, man. What's up, Vince? Hope you're doing well. Hope you heard you were sick. Hope you're doing better. I was sick my damn self about a month ago. I caught this fucking virus. Damn, was fucked up. But anyways, lost my damn thought. But I made my point though. I made my fucking point. It's like they don't care. That's what I'm saying. They just don't fucking care. You know. That's good, man. It's good to hear. So, what's about covered everything? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I pretty much covered everything. Now, this next topic is something that I ain't really heard anybody else say before. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, but I pretty much debunked that they cared earlier. I mean, I went to step by step on why they don't care. I don't know if he was in here yet or not, but I was just debunking them just to prove they don't care. They ain't make that many though this time around, so. Yeah, burn it to the ground. Yeah, they pretty much admit they want to fucking ruin our entertainment, man. Like I said, if you can get past it, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. But all of us can't, you know what I'm saying? All of us can't get past that. We're just not gonna tolerate it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, for example, there was this one game that was coming out that I was really into buying. It was one of those hidden gem games, right? I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait to play it," because it reminds me of another hidden gem game I enjoy, even though it's not done by the same developers. But the vibe of the game gave me that same vibe because what the two games got in common is that you're trapped on this island or this area. There's no escape from it. That's the one thing that these two games got in common. But other than that, everything else is different. So I like that concept. But you don't know what the fuck is going on. You gotta survive and shit. I like that concept in gaming. So I can't wait to get this motherfucker, but I wasn't gonna pay $50 for it. I said no, I'm not paying all that money for it. So I wanted to wait to go on sale. I mean, I tried to get a physical copy, but it was still a little too much. So one day I found it for $30 or almost 30. It was almost $30. I thought I spent 20 on it. But it was almost $30. I said, okay, I'm gonna nab this motherfucker. So I ended up getting it. 6, 7 minutes, I thought you missed it. Oh, it does? I never got into Yeez or Y's, whatever how it's pronounced. I seen somebody streaming it once though, some years back. That's when I first heard of it. Oh, that's pretty cool though. But yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna nab this game, man. So I nabbed it, I streamed it, and holy shit, I might clip this too when I rewatch it. I was like, they introduced a non-binary character in the game. I'm like, Okay. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's clearly a female. Clear as day she's a female. But she wants to be addressed as them, they, and there and all that shit. I'm like, I mean, I don't know why I didn't put the game down then. But I decided to keep playing it. Because I'm thinking like, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this game is about, you know what I'm saying? But every time she came into the picture, my character, the fucking protagonist, the dickless protagonist that I have, he addressed her as them, they. Like he said, oh, I'm pretty sure they are mad at me. Shit like that. I'm like, they who, motherfucker? You mean the girl? But the thing was, in my mind, I kept imagining them saying she in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, I couldn't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking sucks because I actually like that particular character. She's mysterious and shit like that. So I just realized one day I was like, I'm not playing this game no more. I can't stand non-binary people. I never liked them, to be honest. I just can't stand them. It's like, how dare me to tell you? How dare you tell me to call you this, that, and the third when plain as day I can see you as the sex you're born with. You know what I'm saying? It's like my brain tells me otherwise, motherfucker. It's like shit. So I dropped the game, man. I realized I'm glad I found out how much I paid. I thought it was like $20, but it was almost 30. So I was like, I can't play this no more. I just can't do it. And I just made a vow. I said, you know what? Any other game I run across, if they have a fucking gender neutral character or non-binary character in it, the deal's off. I don't give a fuck. I told one of my brothers, I said, I like Street Fighter 6. You know, I'm invested in that game, right? Let them introduce a non-binary character in there or a fighter. I'm not playing it no more. I'm dropping it. Mark my words. So I'm like, I'm not tolerating that shit no more. And there's another game I'm dropping too that I realized that the character in this game, it's a visual novel. It's boring anyway. That's why I barely fucking played it for a long time. But even if it wasn't, I mean, that's besides the point though. Even if it wasn't boring, that's besides the point. The point is your character is gender neutral. I'm not tolerating that. Because it's the same shit as non-binary. And there was another game that I almost wanted to, I actually added it to my wish list. And then once I found out the character that you're playing is gender neutral. And on top of that, you can actually see your character as plenty a dude or a young man that has feminine features. Looks like a boy to me. But your character is gender neutral. So I'm like, took that off my wish list. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with it. And people would say, oh, it's just a small thing, Chrome. Just a character. You know, just enjoy the game, Chrome. You know, it's just a small thing. No, it's big enough for me. It's more of a big issue to me. You know what I'm saying? It's big enough for me to not want to play the game anymore. So, telling you, man. See, Street Fighter 6 is, they fortunate to have me continue to play the game because in the character selection screen, they have a gender neutral option, the character selection screen and shit. You know, I can't stand all that shit, man. I'm telling you, it just pisses me off. Oh my God, man. It's just male or female, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Fucking gender neutral, this, that, and the third, them, they, thou, that, thou, do, all these, they want you to call these fucking pronouns and shit. Fuck y'all, man. I mean, get out of our video games. Stay out of our entertainment, please. But no, they don't want to, because they want to burn this shit down. Just like Seth Rollins. Burn it down! I never liked the Seth Rollins. WWE, so sue me. In fact, I used to like him more than I did now. I don't care anything. He has no star power whatsoever. Just like most of the wrestlers in WWE anyway. And those who do got star power, they ain't pushing them. So, but yeah, but I'm getting off topic talking about lame ass wrestling. So let's get to the next one. The final one I got down here. Shit. The topic of karma. Now, growing up, I always heard, oh, that happened to him because he's a bad person. Or something's gonna happen to her because she mistreats him and all that, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or karma's gonna get you, and what goes around comes around, you know what I'm saying? Who hasn't heard that saying before? We hear all this type of shit. Oh, that's why he's suffering because he's a bad person, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing when we come to a certain age in life, we start to think. At least those of us like to use our brain, right? Me being a thinking man myself, I realized I don't believe in karma. And I'm going to explain it. I talked about this once in one of my live streams from years back. And how I just don't believe it. Because it makes no sense to me. Because you mean to tell me that everybody that's died in a car crash or had an injury or became disabled by an accident, you telling me every single person that has happened to has been a bad person? You know that's not true. So the question is, why does a person that's good, gives to charity, probably does outreach work and all that shit, ends up getting killed by a stray bullet, or they end up being maimed by an accident when they're like the shining beacon of their community? You got people that's good happen. I mean, bad things happen to good people all the time. All the time. Just as much as bad things happen to bad people. you know. And then you have the bad people doing better than the good people sometimes. You got them, they seem to be prospering, they got this, that, and the third going for, but they fucking awful asshole of people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, on the other hand, you got the people that are not like that, living in poverty. They trying to make it to the next day. You know what I'm saying? Struggling. It happens all the time. So that's why I don't believe in it, because if karma was real, all the bad people would be suffering and all the good people would be doing great because you're a good person. You got that positive energy coming your way. You know what I'm saying? And there's a story that I heard some years back about these two women who got into a car crash, right? This goes into the topic of God will get you if you're a bad person type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or God will bless you if you are a good person, right? Now, these two girls or young women got into a car crash. Both of them were Christian. They believed in God. Pretty sure good women. I'm going to just say that they were good women. What can I say? So both of them got in the car crash. True story, by the way. I'm not trying to make a hypothetical shit to bring my point. They both got to a car crash, and one of them lived and one of them died. Now, the one that lived said God has blessed her, and it wasn't her time to go, and all that shit that they say, right? But I'm thinking, like, if that's true, why didn't your friend survive? Was she sinning behind closed doors and God knew about it and he kills her in a car crash? Why didn't she survive? Because according to her logic, Her friend was actually a hypocrite. She was probably doing some underhanded, dark shit under the covers and shit, or behind closed doors. And you know, since the Bible teaches us that God sees everything, right? He got her. But the thing is this: why were you in the car when it happened? Why did you have to get hurt at least to survive it? Why couldn't God just strike her by herself? I'm just I'm just trying to make sense of this shit. Oh, and by the way, I do believe in a higher power. So just in case you're wondering, I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Like, how does it work? It's like let's say check day comes and I went to the bank and I got my money. I got $200 out of the bank to pay my phone bill or whatever, right? Pay some bills. I'm walking and the money flies out my fucking pocket and some stranger finds it and he's thanking the Lord. Oh, he's blessed me with $200. I'm like, what? You mean to tell me he took the money that I'm trying to pay my rent with out of my pocket, or have it blew out or whatever the fuck, right? To give to you to bless you? That makes no sense. That was rent money. I had bills to pay. And your ass just happens to stumble on my fucking money, the one I'm gonna pay the bills with. Then you're gonna say God has blessed you with it. I don't know, man. I just don't fucking know. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna make up some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Talk about some other shit. Now I got a question. How is a company going to greenlight a game that's being re-released? I don't give a shit if it's within the last game, the last installment of the game. How are you going to re-release the previous titles and only have people that wants to hear the story or play or quote unquote play the games? They only get to see the cutscenes in it. That makes no sense. I don't want to just watch the cutscenes. I want to play the fucking game. Oh, it's good to catch up on the story so you can play the third one. You know how the events happen. Like, no, they can do that in the additional way. Just tell us that you playing the third game. What happened? Just give us bits and pieces, man. Don't make the first two games a visual novel when it was more than that. It was a dungeon crawler RPG / visual novel. That was fucked up. In this particular game I'm talking about is Mary Skelter Finale. Okay? I mean, I felt cheated. That's why I don't play it no more. I felt cheated. Then you have it. The soundtrack was half-assed. It was lazy as fuck. It's like they didn't want to make the game. That's what I'm feeling. And then not only that, I'm gonna further prove it. I went into a dungeon when there was no fucking music. All you heard was sounds and shit. How you gonna do that in an RPG game of all games? That's what I hate about Dragon Age 3. That's what I fucking hated about it. Somebody thought it was a good idea to put less music in the game. Somebody thought it was a great idea. People thought it was a fucking bug, to be honest. That's how much the music played in the fucking game. They thought they was experiencing some type of sound bug or something like that. Crazy. And not to mention, there's this beautiful place. It's in a fictional place called Olays. Beautiful fucking place. I mean, holy shit. It has no music. Nothing. You don't even hear environmental music in that bitch. This is an RPG. Music is integral for those games, man. And number two, if you personally don't want to play the game without music, you should have the option to mute the motherfucker. For you. Just mute it. Then you can get that realism in the comfort of your own home. And everybody can be happy while I'm in the next door playing the same game, blasting the shit, loving the fucking environment. Oh, you could be in your house with no music on and enjoying it too. So we can both be happy. For the 90th time, fuck him that made the decision. I mean, yeah, speaking of non-binary characters, there's a non-binary character in that game called Krim. Granted, you don't see her much, and number two, she's not even in your party, which is odd because she's a fighter. But I'm glad she's nice so I can see less of her. So I'm giving that game a pass regarding Krim's ass. Sometimes you do have conversation with her, which is completely optional. Because there's one conversation you have with her in fucking Iron Bull. Talking about what a man and a woman is. And it's like pretty much defending people who has that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What a cringe ass moment in the game. But suffice it to say, they're few and far between. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I pick up the game, I'm fucking usually just blowing shit up, doing magic, fighting and shit like that. But does it upset me that it's in there? Yes. But it is what it is, man. It's like, could I say that Dragon Age 3 was pretty much the start of that shit, man? This when they fucking started. It was subtle because it was a new thing. It was subtle with it, but it was still noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of a sudden, in the third Dragon Age game, you see black people, but you never seen them in the first two games. So where the fuck did these black people come from? Talk about forced. I would have, this is what I was thinking about Dragon Age 3. If I was writing it, this is not hard to do. You should be able to explain to us why all of a sudden there's black people in this country. Why all of a sudden they're there? Since it's a fictional game, they could pretty much say these people, they're foreigners from a foreign country and they immigrated. By the time the events of the third game started, they immigrated to that country. That's why you see them in the game. I would have accepted it, but they never explain it. They act like they was always there. Fucking insane, man. And to top it off, you got a back itch. You got characters that has a part of the story, like lead characters or NPCs that you talk to, they're black. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's funny to ask you what black character in the game pissed me off the most or irked me the most. I would have to say the Templar Knight. Because I was like, that's a hell of that. He had a high position. So if they did tell us a story about blacks immigrated to that country, I was like, dude, you ain't gonna have that ranking not that quick as a Templar since you came from another country. Plus, you're a foreigner. You're not gonna be a chief. Not now. I don't. That's too early. So yeah, this motherfucker pissed. I mean, that's the only character that pissed me off in the game. That's another black character in the game. She's a mage. I admit I do like her. But I don't know. 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 I You know, but she's bald headed but she's pretty. She's pretty, really pretty. Back when they wouldn't fucking back then when they was trying to not make trying to back when women still look like women. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, this is Dragon Age 3. This is the beginning of the fucking shit. So it was subtle back then, more subtle. So she was still pretty. She's had a bald fucking head. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put some hair on her. Cause I think if she has some hair, she'd be hooked up. But anyways, I like her. She's a mage. I mean, she's pretty knowledgeable and shit like that. She's fucking cool. She's alright. I mean, but it's just that Templar, Black Templar that pissed me off the most. Cause I was like, how the fuck did he become? Granted, he's not even in the fucking entire game. At least he's only in like one part of the game. And then you have another black character. You think she would piss me off? She kind of pisses me off too, because of the position that she's in. She's like a holy mother, very revered character. You know what I'm saying? Do I like her? Yeah, she's all right. I'm not gonna lie. She talks like this. Go there and seek the apple. She got that French accent and shit. So, I mean, you know, it is. But there's only one. It was only one black kid that pissed me off the most. It was that Templar dude. I don't know why, man. You think she'd be in that same category, but I could tolerate her over the fucking Templar though, man. It's something about his ass, man. Just can't put my finger on it yet. Shit, my motherfucking PS4. Yesterday I was browsing. This ain't the first time it happened. So yesterday I was browsing the fucking store on my console, and my console just black screened me. It freezes first, then it goes to a black screen. Does not turn back on. It does not even rectify itself. So instead of holding the power button to reset it, it's like you hold that motherfucker forever. Instead of holding that, I ended up unplugging it. In a sense, because all I did was turn off the switch, the power switch to my power strip, and I turned it back on. So that's the same as basically unplugging it from the socket. Basically the same, because you turn the power off, right? So I turned it back, because I turned the game back on using the controller. I'm thinking it's gonna come on, but it didn't. It wasn't coming on. It came on all right, but it was like a white light in there, a constant white light. And I'm like, oh my God, you mean to tell me I have to do the fucking hold down a power button shit? So I accidentally pushed the goddamn disk eject button, because I never turn on my system using the system itself. I just don't. So I forgot where the power button was at. I hit the eject button instead. Plus the PS4 Pro is set up different than the PS4 regular, you know. So yeah, when I finally found the power button, I held it, and then it reset itself. I was like, ain't that a bitch? You have to do that shit. I didn't think you had to. I thought it was like a precaution in case you lose your data. But I was so fucking pissed off about it, but I ended up just turning off the power switch. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to have to do it like that, because you have to. You know what I'm saying? So it got back up and running, of course, and whatever, man. Yeah, I streamed Fortnite for about 4 hours last night. It's a fun game, man. I mean, I never thought I would get into it ever. Like, I just never thought. It's like if you told me I was going to be playing Fortnite today, I'd about think you fucking crazy, man. Like I said in my stream last night, what got me into it was pretty ironic, because I was playing the game that was like it, but it was much worse. It had no soul in it. Nothing. It was dead all around, man. It was called Cuisine Royale. I think it's called Cuisine Royale. Sometimes I call it Casino Royale. Yeah, it's Cuisine Royale or some shit it's called. I was like, because I remember seeing a game called PUBG, which I thought was extremely boring. I saw some people stream that a couple of times, and I'm like, this game is boring as fuck. And that game, Cuisine Royale, it looks like PUBG and everything. I'm gonna be a bit surprised the same developers develop both games. If not, that's amazing. Somebody's copying off somebody. I mean, copying, not necessarily like, oh, I could do it better than you type of shit. No, they're carbon copying from one developer's carbon copying from another one. So I wasn't gonna play that game. So it made sense that this particular game I wasn't gonna like anyway. So yeah, I streamed it for the hour. You know what I'm saying? Because I was streaming the game at least for an hour. Because maybe I would start to like it if I did certain shit. You know what I'm saying? No, this game was just boring. And then I got to the point I said I'd rather play Fortnite than this. And yes, I've seen Fortnite stream many times over the years, off and on. And you know, I didn't mind looking at it because sometimes I would watch a video and they would have Fortnite playing in the background and shit like that. And other content I would watch, they have Fortnite playing. So yeah, cause I knew the game was fun because from what I've seen, I can see why people like it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, I'd rather play Fortnite than play this shit. And I haven't even touched Fortnite yet. But when I said at the time, I was joking. I still wasn't planning on playing it. That's the funny part. I was just saying it because that's how bad this game was. So I was like, shit. So I don't know how long it took for me to actually give Fortnite a go. But I decided to give it a go. I fucking installed it on my hard drive. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't take forever to fucking upload like other free-to-play games have. What the fuck? It takes time, but not nearly as long as the other ones. So, yeah, the rest is history. I was surprised that I liked it. So, I mean, not really, because I mean, I can see why people liked it at first, but you know, but even when I started playing Fortnite, I was like, I mean, I play this much, you know what I'm saying? Which I was right for the most part at the time. Because I was heavily into another online game at that point in time called The First Descendant. And I'm explaining to you why I ain't fucking with that right now. But let's back to the Fortnite part. I was playing that, and I remember going through the season pass, and I was like, man, I'm not going to spend no money on this game because I ain't going to play much of it. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying to myself, I was only going to play it to stream it. I wasn't going to play it off stream, which that eventually changed. I play it off stream now. So yeah, they ended up this month buying the season pass for it. So for the first time, they spent like $10 on it. You know, but the rest is history. I like Fortnite now. It's fucking fun as hell, man. Brings out the kid in me. I can't say many games that I have in my library do that. Not like Fortnite do. I mean, I got a few games that may bring out the kid in me a little bit. Fortnite brings it out the most. And I have a fucking good ass time. I forget that I'm my age, man, playing that game. Yeah, it makes me laugh when I'm at shootouts when I'm just blasting motherfuckers and killing them. It reminds me when me and my brother used to play verses on video games back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We used to kill each other and just bust up laughing the more we killed each other. It just brought that shit back, man. So yeah, about the First Descendant, man. I'm trying to make this shit short because this is very, very fucking upsetting, man. I mean, I invested in so much money and so much time in that game. Okay, it's fucking ridiculous. I can't remember the last time I was so invested in a game in my life. I mean, holy shit. I mean, like really into it. I think the closest came was Steins Gate, which is a time travel visual novel. I got knee deep in that game. I was really into that game. I think that was like the last one I was really invested in until First Ascendant came along. That was my game of the year too. The game of the year, no question about it. That was my game of the year. So even though it was a free to play game, I mean, even though I'm not fucking with it at this point, um, I have to thank it because that got me into wanting to play more online games. Because I didn't think I could play those games like Fortnite because I thought I had to have a PS Plus account to play them anyway. But some games you do, of course, and some games you don't. You don't need one. All you need is the internet. And it has to be on all the time, of course. So that was my foray into it at least. But anyways, back to why I ain't playing no more. I mean, I never watched a podcast from a developer of a video game before. I never really cared about it. I was like, whatever news that they say, I'm gonna learn about it later anyway. But it was a recording though. It wasn't live. It was a recording, and I watched a podcast from them because I really appreciated these developers. You know what I'm saying? What they were doing. I mean, the game looked great. I like the characters in the game. They wasn't into that agenda woke shit putting it in the game. Women looked beautiful, sexy. The man looked masculine. Looked like they could fucking whoop anybody's ass. Great game, okay? One day, the day came after about 5 months of playing that motherfucker. The day comes when they decide to drop support for last gen hardware. Great decision. Kudos to y'all, man. I just hope the game is here by the time I get the console that you guys are supporting. Even though that motherfucker's riddled with bugs, just like last gen it was. So, not to mention that there was a time where you couldn't even start the game on current consoles. You could only start the game by using last gen. They fixed it, but you get my point. Problems galore. And that's the reason why they said they did it, because they want to make the game experience the best for the players. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pretty much said. Some fucking obscure shit. You know, I'm like, you guys are fucking stupid. You know how much money that people invested in you that's playing on last gen console, including myself? Are you fucking kidding me? You're just gonna drop us like that? I mean, and we're put on the spot to get the current gen console to keep playing your fucking game. Are you serious, Nexon? Guys are fucking insane with that, man. Who the fuck makes these decisions, man? Who thought? I mean, let me be at that round table. I'd be like, are you fucking serious? Don't you know how much money we're making from last gen players? Y'all fucking crazy. Shit, I would have been fired just for saying that shit. Because they don't want you to think for yourself on a job. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a yes person. Mm-hmm. You can't express yourself like this is a bad idea, sir. You know, like, ma'am, come on, think about this. I think if you even say that, you're gone. They're going to get rid of you. Because they don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to have them think on how stupid their decisions are. How it's going to hurt the game. You know what I'm saying? And number two, these motherfuckers I heard only from one source. Keep that in mind. And this son of a bitch that said it, he pretty much said I should have known about it already. I'm like, excuse me? Apparently it's not that big of a fucking deal, because I ain't heard it nowhere but from you. Not let alone you don't even play the fucking game, but you heard it from other sources, right? He pretty much said, not to say it's not true. He pretty much said that Nexon is known to drop games that are successful and go on to the next title. That he said they're known to do it. So if they pull that shit again, now imagine they pull that shit again with the First Ascendant. Okay, they make the announcement, say you got to play, you got to get the current gen software in order to play the game. You go and buy the current gen software to play the game, right? You set the shit up, password, your account, and plus let's say all your shit carries over, which is cool. You don't have to start over from scratch. All right, fair enough. You start the game, you play for about maybe say 2 months, right? All of a sudden, you hear an announcement that says, we're shutting down servers for the First Ascendant. Thank you all for your time. Some bullshit automatic message. But the thing is, they shut down the servers, right? You go, 2 months ago, I just bought a fucking PS5 to play this shit. And all of a sudden, now they telling me that they closing servers? Think about that shit. That's how fucked up this shit is. Because I'm thinking, like, if they didn't want to have it on last gen hardware, they shouldn't have put the game on last gen hardware in the first place. They shouldn't have done that. It's like, why do they do it? It's ridiculous. Like I said, I think if they didn't, I probably wouldn't be playing online games today. I probably wouldn't be. But I'm just saying, for their sake, they shouldn't have released it on last gen in the first place. Because other online games such as Wuthering Waves, just to name one, that didn't come on last gen. It went straight to current gen. Other online games went straight to current gen. Why didn't First Ascendant do the same thing? I mean, I can't tell you the last time I played a game for so long. When I looked out the window, it was fucking daylight again. What the fuck? I mean, I remember I played the First Ascendant from 8 a.m. to like 5 the next morning. Crazy. I ate. Left the game. I just left it on. Left it idle. You know. I think I ate like twice, 3 times. Left the game on. Then I picked the controller up, played it again. Yep. So that's all I gotta say for this stream. Time me to cut it. Yeah, I just thought I do a chill stream. It's been months since I did, probably about a year now. Yeah, I think it's about a year since since I last did a chill stream. I said my forte is gaming streams, man. That's why you see a lot more down on this channel than anything else. I mean, that's what I love to do, man. That's my passion there. But that's it. So with that being said, this is Wild Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. Be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.